Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rosina Rai, starting with the headlines first. House session remains out of deadlock over disagreement among parties over gold smuggling case. Speaker's effort to resume House remains in vain. Two more Chinese nationals are arrested in relation to a quintal gold smuggling case. Number of arrested in connection to the case reaches 23. One more succumbed to dengue fever, taking the death toll to 11 across the country. Patients outnumber beds in Dharan. Children in DR Congo facing worst cholera outbreak in 6 years. More than 8,000 children infected in 7 months. And Spain faces most complex fire in the last 40 years. Thousands evacuated as wildfire on Spain's Tenerife Island rages on. Welcome back, and now we have the news in detail. Speaker Devraj Ghimire held talks with Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal this morning in an effort to end the deadlock in resuming Parliament's meeting. In a meeting held at Balwata, the Speaker Ghimire urged the Prime Minister to work more proactively to end current impasse seen in the meetings of the Federal Parliament. It's been more than 3 weeks. The main opposition CP and UML and other parties have been obstructing House proceedings over probe related to the gold smuggling case. UML demands a formation of a high-level probe commission to deal with the case. The obstruction of the means of conveying the voice of the people to the government has overshadowed issues such as dengue and lumpy skin. The ruling party has accused the opposition of weakening the investigation body and overshadowing the people's concerns. The next session of the House of Representatives has been scheduled for August 10. Now to the further development, police personnel have nabbed 2 more Chinese nationals for their alleged involvement in the smuggling of gold. The police deployed from the Central Investigation Bureau CIB arrested the Chinese nationals last night from Kathmandu. Spokesperson of Nepal Police and Inspector General of Police Kuber Kadiyat said that investigations against those Chinese nationals are ongoing on their involvement in the gold smuggling. The Nepal Police has not revealed the identity of those arrested Chinese nations. The CIB had also arrested 4 Chinese nationals on August 16. Cases under smuggling of illegal gold and organized crime would be filed against them, added Kadiyat. So far, the number of arrested on his connection to the connection to the gold smuggling has reached 23. The Revenue Investigation Department has seized a huge quantity of gold smuggled to Nepal from Hong Kong on July 19. The yellow metal was brought by hiding in brake shoe of a motorbike. The Epidemiology and Communicable Disease Control Division of the Ministry of Health and Population has instructed the federal hospitals and the Institute of Health Sciences to conduct fever clinics as needed, considering surge in the number of daily dengue infections. Director of the division, Dr. Rudra Prasad Marasani, said that a fever clinic should be conducted for fever screening based on the prevalence of dengue disease. Dengue infection has been seen in 14,357 people so far. With this infection is spread in 75 districts of the country. So far, 11 people have died due to the infection. The hospitals have also been directed to ensure correct diagnosis and treatment of dengue disease. We shall get back with more updates at the side. We do have stay with us. Time for a short break. Welcome back. You are on Nepal Television News. Now we have remaining updates. Classes at Janashakti Secondary School of Kagbeni in Baraganj Mukti Chhetra Rural Municipality 4 Mustang district have been closed as the recent flooding caused damages to the physical property there. The flooding occurred in Khola River on August 13, had washed away buildings of Janashakti Secondary School, ward office, police post, monastery, temple, road and bridges. Likewise, the flood completely destroyed 29 houses and caused partial damages to 13 houses. The decision to close the classes was taken in coordination with the rural municipality, running classes is not likely until supply of drinking water, electricity, food stops and other services are restored there. Government has completed the necessary steps to provide relief to farmers affected by the lumpy skin disease epidemic. A procedure has been prepared to select affected farmers and distribute relief. The Agriculture Cooperative and Natural Resources Committee has requested the government to provide timely vaccinations and relief. The committee requested sustainable solutions to prevent future issues. The disease has been eradicated in all 77 districts, but is still difficult to control in Manang and Mustang districts. So far, the number of animals infected with this disease in Nepal has reached 1,035,361. The Millennium Challenge Account Nepal Development Committee has started the process of land acquisition in Palpa region to pave the way for the construction of the transmission line. The process involves the acquisition of land necessary for the establishment of 400 kilovolt transmission line stretching from Rampur municipality and Nisti rural municipality. The MC Nepal, in coordination with local authorities, is working to secure the required land from private landowners. According to the district administration office Palpa, land of Galda over Nisti rural municipality 5, Orchali 6, Jamire 7 and Rampur municipality 1 number 1234 Charda and Garakut comes under the acquisition agreement. In entire Palpa district, 74 electricity poles will occupy 146 years of land under Nepal government and private ownership. A complaint can be made to the Ministry of Home Affairs through the district administration office within 21 days against land acquisition by a local if they deem it is not necessary to acquire the land. Nepal government had expressed its agreement on the Assistance Program of America MCC back in the year 2047 BS, and Federal Parliament of Nepal approved it with interpretation declaration in 15 Fagun 2017 BS. We shall get back with international headliners at the side. We do have stay with us. Time for a short break again. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now we have updates from international front lines. A spike in conflict and displacement in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo is pushing children into the worst cholera crisis since 2017. Once UNICEF. Across the country, there have been at least 31,342 suspected for confirmed cholera cases and 230 deaths in the first 7 months of 2023. Many of them children. The worst affected province, North Kivu, has seen more than 21,400 confirmed or suspected cases, including more than 8,000 children under 5 years. According to the Ministry of Public Health, this compares to 5,120 total cases in all of 2022, with 1,200 for children under 5 years. In a similar situation, in 2017, cholera expanded to the entire country, including the capital city, Kinshasa, leading to almost 55,000 cases and more than 1,100 deaths so far. Now to the next, firefighters on Thursday, August 17, struggled to contain a wildfire that broke out in a mountainous national park on the Spanish island of Tenerife amid hot and dry weather, prompting authorities to evacuate nearly 4,500 people, while water-bombing aircraft managed to stabilize the blaze south of Mount Teide volcano Spain's highest peak. The flames advanced out of the control on the northern flank across dry woodland towards a valley where several camping sites are located, blanketing much of the island with smoke and ash. The fire, which broke out on Wednesday, has burned through at least 2,600 hectares of land. To the more updates. Before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the site. The annual Perseid meteor shower, reaching its peak on Sunday, illuminated the night sky above Bayabulag grassland, China's second largest grassland in northwestern Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, delighting stargazers with the opportunity to witness shooting stars. Renowned for its steady stream of meteors and profusion of luminous displays, the Perseid meteor shower stands as one of the three major meteor showers in the Northern Hemisphere. 2023, the highly anticipated Perseid meteor shower graces the skies from July 15 to September 1, reaching its pinnacle between the evening of Sunday and the early morning of Monday, when cosmic dust particles collide with Earth's atmosphere. They undergo combustion, resulting in the captivating streaks of light known as meteors. Now we are moving on to sports. South Asian Regional Junior Badminton Championship 2023 set to kick off in Kathmandu from today. The competition will be held in 15 and 17th years age 15 and 17 years age category. The championship will be held at the covered hall of the Armed Police Force headquarters, Halchuk. A total of 52 athletes from 6 countries, including Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Maldives and Pakistan, will compete in the tournament, in which there are 26 male and female players each. 8 players from each country and 16 from Nepal will compete. As the organizer, Nepali athletes will be allowed to compete in one category, with 3 players, and 2 players from other countries will be allowed to compete. The event is organized by Badminton Asian and co-organized by Nepal Badminton Association, with the aim of the championship is developing and expanding the badminton game in underdeveloped countries. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines once again. House session remains at a deadlock over disagreement among parties over gold smuggling case probe. Speaker's effort to resume House remains in vain. 2 more Chinese nationals arrested in relation to quintal gold smuggling case. Number of arrested in connection to the case reaches 23. 1 more succumbed to dengue fever, taking the death toll to 11 across the country. Patients outnumber beds in Dharan. Children in DR Congo facing worst cholera outbreak in 6 years. More than 8,000 children infected in 7 months. And Spain faces most complex fire in the last 40 years. Thousands evacuated as wildfire on Spain's Tenerife island rages on. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin. Have a good day ahead. Namaste.